Hopefully I don't pass away from the heat again. Hi pals, it's me, Artie. This week I'm going to show you my entire camp NaNoWriMo vlog experience. Something about writing, you know. So I decided I wanted to do at least one of the camp NaNoWriMos. I didn't realise one was in April, so I did miss that one. But I made it for July, so we're all good. My aim was about 15,000 words. 15k would put my novel draft to about 60,000 words if I wrote 15k. So that was my aim. And I think I did last November's NaNoWriMo, and I wrote a little bit every day, and I think I wrote like 20,000 words that month. I don't remember, I think so. I think I nearly wrote 20,000 words. And then the site glitched out and I lost my streak and I couldn't be asked to work out how to get the streak back. So I wanted to do it again. I have been writing more often for the last couple of months in 2020 because I have a Zoom writing group that I go to 2 to 3 times a week, and you'll see me speaking to them most of the time in this video. Because that was when I remembered to say words and record them. So thanks, writing group. As an autistic ADHDer, routines and habits do really help me, but they can be really difficult to maintain. So I've kind of found that a kind of midway point, like a meet in the middle situation, is that I'm really good at doing something every day if I know it's going to end. It's a lot easier for me to write every single day if I know I will be done writing every single day in like 31 days. Yeah, 31 days in July. So, and that's why I have problems with the very stereotypical writer advice of write every day. Not everyone has that capability. I personally find it easier to have months or weeks where I focus on certain projects, and that's where I'm more likely to be able to write every single day. This is my Camp Nano July writing vlog. I hope you enjoy it. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Enjoy the video. Crying in a bathroom stall. This was for when I came up, and it was meant to be for resting, and I ended up being in here for 20 minutes talking for a different video, and here I am, still here. I just wanted to talk some writing NaNoWriMo, Camp NaNoWriMo updates, things. So I think it was Thursday when I was in my writing sprint Zoom. I wrote up sort of the chapter page numbers for my novel. So I think when I did that, I was still on roughly like 127 pages. This is before I make it like double spaced and shit. It's just easier for my brain to process if there's less pages. And it's something I've been meaning to do anyway. It's just so I can sort of see everything in the sections that I've created, contemplate where some of the other scenes I want to add in can possibly go. So currently my last 2 months are the longer ones. I'm not even done with December. I don't think I've really even finished the book yet, really. I don't know where I want to end. I kind of want to end it on New Year's Eve. It's about, you know, I don't know, undecided, but I'm currently already on 33 pages for that, 33 for November, 14 for October, 27 for September, and 23 for August. There's definitely space to put other stuff earlier on that I have decided that I want to include after finishing, for the most part, the first draft. There's a few scenes I've noted for October I definitely have been working on as well, so yeah, I don't know, but I just wanted to talk about that briefly. Still in the 45k realm, but I'm taking this Camp NaNoWriMo as like a little and often writing habit focus for the month. So I only really expect to write like 150 words every day, minimum. Some days I've written more. Like there's been a few days where I've written 400 or like 300, because most of it is like more fine-tuning, adding a few extra scenes that I just couldn't be bothered to do like the research for the first time round to add. So like some of the things I've had to do is like name a couple professors, decide what those like modules were that they teach, what they look like, what they sound like, who they are as people, you know, because I basically didn't include any interaction with these lecturers, and I've decided I want to add that in, and that's what I've mainly been doing. I did also add in a section describing some characters in a band, because the band is actually another novel idea I have where the worlds are connected, and the main character from the book I'm currently writing will be in that book with the band, but they just won't be the main or central character in that one. So I wanted to sort of sit and give those characters a bit more of a description so you can kind of visualize them more, and it's something to kind of go off to if I ever write that other book. And then there's a few other things I need to do more research on that are partly to do with areas of London, partly to do with, oh God, what? I can't even think. But I haven't done my words today, so I'm gonna sit and do that soon and just write up my 150-ish words. And then I've got the writing sprint tomorrow in the morning at 10. But I've decided what I want to do in that is actually work on a poem / song lyrics, because that's a really big part of this. Is the main character's been working on a few songs, but one song in particular reoccurs that they can't get out of their head, right? And in the sort of last section of the book, they perform it, and I want to have at least a few verses, maybe a chorus to have to write in, maybe be able to put in a few of the lyrics in other places in the book too. So I'm going to sit and do some brainstorming of words and maybe do a little bit of like structuring, because it's been a while since I've written poetry, but I did really used to enjoy doing that. I definitely need more of a dedicated time slot for it, so I think at least roughly an hour will be helpful to work towards that. But I think I'll try to write 150 words somewhere, so at least I have the words done for that, and then work on the song lyrics separately. And I can always come back to it, because I think it's 2 sessions this week, Wednesday and Thursday morning, with the writing sprints, so I can always continue doing that there as well. But yeah, that's kind of the update of what I'm actually doing at the moment. Yeah, just kind of a laid back Camp NaNoWriMo to kind of pad out some words, pad out some sections, add more to characters and their descriptions, and the general characterization. Just water today, and I'm changing it up a little bit. I want to do a little bit of the writing, but there is a song that one of my characters performs, so I'm going to try and start writing that. Kind of like a sad acoustic-y indie rock kind of feeling. Yeah, pretty good. I got about 255 words written, and I am in the process of drafting the song. Just done my words for day 11 for July. We're at like 7:30 in the evening, and this NaNoWriMo site just won't load or work, but I'm watching YouTube videos just fine, so I don't think it's my Wi-Fi connection, but I can't get it to fucking connect, which is annoying. I'm just kind of doing the same as Sunday, where I'll do a little bit of writing on my novel and then carry on with trying to write the song lyrics. Yeah, we have really bad flies here. Like, it's usually the living room has loads in, but like there was one that got into my room somehow, and it was keeping me awake this morning. So I've been up since 7. Yeah, no, I can't do that. I have to go. Or with the bug spray. Okay, well, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today, honestly. I think I've done what I would need for this poem/song lyrics. So I don't know, maybe I'll just add those and see how many words that is today. Obviously I've got a writing sprint soon. But yeah, I finished this in the writing sprint yesterday. There it is. So yeah, depending on how many words that is, because if it reaches my sort of general minimum of 150 at least words, then I might just read through everything or skim through everything and make some notes again. I added a hair-dyeing scene reasonably early on. I think it was in the September section, so that would also mean that there could be like monthly upkeep dyeing sessions. So I might make some notes on that. But we are currently at 46,821. So I feel like it would be nice to break into 47,000. Yeah, and just kind of see where that goes, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, who was it who said write drunk, edit sober? Yeah, I think it might be Hemingway. I don't know, it was a really big classic author, but I always forget who it is because, yeah, pretty much. I just remember it being spoken about when I was doing my creative writing degree, because one of my fellow classmates basically lived by that. He would always write inebriated in some sense, and then edit sober. And I mean, to be fair, he did really well. But I don't think that works for everybody. I don't think I'd be able to write drunk at least 3 times a week if I'm going to these sessions, and it's a bit early. It's okay, I'm trying to find the right paper I'm looking for anyway. I have a full playlist for my novel, so I listen to that every time I'm writing here. Link on Spotify. Put the a QR code or something in the back of the book so you can scan it and listen along. Yeah. Today I am probably just going to write in the song lyrics I wrote up the last couple of times. See where I am with the word count, because I would quite like to break 47k today. Oh, maybe it depends on the room. Oh yeah, I've been able to as well. Yeah, I've just been able to copy mine. Oh my god. Also, have you read The Black Flamingo? You should. It's a novel in verse, so. And it's mainly based in Brighton, actually. It's half London, half Brighton, by Dean Atta. Queer, beautiful, lovely. It was fun, and it was a very fast read because it's verse. Considering I paid a lot for this computer, the mic on it is so bad, so I will not be using it for recording anymore. Wow, so bad. But anyway, here I said drinking water, just carrying on with my novel, and I did something that we were talking about on Thursday, the right drunk scenario. I had 2 glasses of wine yesterday afternoon and ended up writing almost 800 words, so I hope they were good words. I have not looked again. Yeah, just the same as usual, writing a bit for my novel. I'm like just under 1,000 words away from 50k total. So yeah, I probably won't get the 1,000 words today. I'm good. I've got an iced coffee next to me. Yeah, I've got a couple of scenes that I want to finish writing today. But I'm also sort of at that point where I'm like, because I've been in this story for so long now, I can't remember when exactly certain things happen. And I keep making notes of being like, did I say this already? Or did I say this at a different point than I think I said it? So the foreshadowing doesn't work. I just can't remember. So I'm just making loads of notes when I come across those bits. Because I'm just like, that will be for another day. Maybe when I've taken a step back from it for a while and I've forgotten what it's all about again. Yeah, good. I wrote around a bit over 600 words, and that also means I have finally broken 50k. So yeah, good. But yeah, I'm sort of feel the same as both of you. Is that a lot of it is the padding out stuff that I'm mainly doing. So like scenes that aren't necessarily plot but are character and like relationship building a little bit in some of them, because as well a lot of what I was going back over and doing was adding descriptions that I decided I actually wanted to include. Because like one thing that I have arguments with people in writing Twitter about is describing what people wear, and I think what people wear says a lot about them, but there's I think it's more of the mainstream writing Twitter that's like, who cares what they wear, the reader will just fill it in themselves. I'm like, well, I am gay, we have gay culture of fashion, there's coding in what we wear and also like, you know, music and bands and things like that are all like what people wear and what kind of subculture they're part of and things like that. So that's a lot of what I've added in, was like what different people are sort of wearing, not all the time, but like enough that you get kind of your own mental image of what they will look like, what kind of clothes they would wear, and colours mainly. Yeah, I mean like literally the last, I don't know, 5 or 6 scenes I've written have been hair dyeing scenes. The main character colouring their hair is part of it, but also like who helps them do it is part of the relationship building of that as well, or when they do it themselves is like a whole, because like, yeah, that's one of those scenes I wrote today. It was sort of ended with like, I have nobody around, I have nothing to do, I am fidgety and itchy, I need to do something to distract from being very sad and lonely, so I'm going to dye my hair again. I mean, that very much was me at uni, so my friends used to help me bleach my hair, but then I could keep on top of the colour stuff because it was just sort of go. And thank you to both Sophie and Michelle for sending me synopsises. I did my best and I sent my application for a mentorship thing yesterday.
Oh, well done.
So we'll see. I think I'll hear about that at the end of September. So while I'm drinking my iced coffee, today is the last day of Camp NaNoWriMo, so I would like to reach 10,000 words written this month, but we'll see. Where am I at? I'm at 9,370, so if I have a good session today, I'll at least reach that 10k for the month, which will be somewhere around 54 to 55 total. Yeah, I'd like to just reach that 10,000 for this month.
Have a glorious hour and we'll check in with each other again at the end.
Good luck.
Artie, hello, how's it gone? Did you finish Camp NaNoWriMo?
Well, I mean, my aim was 15,000, but I did reach the 10,000 today.
Yay!
So yeah, you know, 2/3 is not bad, considering most of the days I was writing about 200 words a day. That's my nice little NaNoWriMo, where I've been keeping all of my statistics to keep me motivated.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's still not done, but I'm done now.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
done for the moment. So there we have it. Yeah, so you know I didn't reach my 15k, but I'm still very pleased with myself for reaching 10k. You know, that's 2/3 of my original goal. And I'm now 10k closer to being finished with my novel, you know? Most of the days I wrote between like 150 to 250 words. I used the NaNoWriMo site as well to keep updated, keep motivated, get some badges and updates, things like that. But I did also have a spread in my journal, my year journal thing. So I've been keeping these kinds of journals since I finished university in like 2018. I now have like a general setup I really enjoy. I'm hoping to get a video about that out later in the year so people can use it to start their 2023 journals. Let me know what you think about that. I had space in July to actually keep a tally of every single day and a few other statistics, so I kept an update occasionally on what number of pages I was on, what the full word count was looking like, slash what when I reached certain like goals of the Camp Nano word count. So yes, like I have next to day 11, I've got that I'm now on 132 pages. On day 20, I reached 5k so far, and then day 24, I'd reached 50k words total on my work in progress novel, you know, and I sort of continued doing that. And then I had start and end statistics. So yeah, at the start, I had 43,940 words, and at the end, I had 54,057 words, and I went from 127 pages to 152 pages, and that's an increase of 25 pages. So yeah, and then besides the Camp Nano July page, I do have a page in the back of my journal for when I've been writing otherwise. So like, those are sort of my statistics for the year generally so far. Yeah, and I think in general, a really big part of what has helped me, ADHD medication, cannot lie. But also the writing Zoom groups, 2 days a week. They are at 9 in the morning until 10-ish. And then on Sundays, they're 10 till 11-ish. Sometimes we run over, depends on who's available. But that's basically like a mixture of body doubling and the Pomodoro technique. Okay, so yeah, so they are called writing sprints, but they are kind of like a mixture of body doubling and the Pomodoro. Oh my god, it took me a very long time to be able to grasp NaNoWriMo. It's gonna be the same for Pomodoro technique. So yeah, the Pomodoro technique is basically like where you work for small chunks of time. It's usually like 25 minutes, but yeah, I've also found that with ADHD and autism, if I can get myself on a roll anyway, early in these like hour-ish study sessions, I can basically work for the entire hour, if not further. So it really just depends on you and your needs, but there's absolutely no rules saying that you can't take a break at all. I often have to take like a bathroom break because it's so early. I have to get up after I've had like my coffee and a lot of water in the morning. So yeah, that is what I have found very useful. I've also been able to speak to other people writing who have helped me feel motivated, and also like being able to see other people on your like computer screen doing their work. Even if they're not doing their work, it kind of looks like they're just doing work, so you feel like, oh, I've got to get back to doing work. It's like a reminder. And that's something I always enjoyed from university, was just sort of body doubling, doing uni work with my friends who were doing different work entirely. So that's something that I personally really value a lot. And like, I genuinely wish maybe one day, if I can afford or use or work out how to use some kind of like video call system to do groups like that at maybe varied times through the weeks, whatever, or like maybe join on with the current group that I'm in and host other days. I don't know, but I would like to do something like that because I find it really useful. I feel like a lot of my chronically ill and neurodivergent friends would find it useful, but it can be a bit scary going into it with a bunch of people you don't know. So yeah, I would like to do that with people I do know, and I do know people do streams like that on Twitch, and I've thought about that as well because I have dropped off of Twitch and I don't really use it anymore except just to watch gaming live streams. But like, I don't know if I have the energy or capacity to do that as well as everything I need to do, because I do really enjoy moving around, sometimes working downstairs in the living room with my mum, again body doubling. She's at work, I'm working. I have chores and stuff to do at home that are a bit more like active and moving around. So I don't know, if that's something that you'd be interested in, definitely let me know in the comments. Check out my coffee, because currently money raised is going towards our absolute mess of a boiler situation. There's some more information on coffee itself, so go have a read of that. But eventually I'd like to use possibly that coffee money for things like paying other people to help me make my channel and blog more accessible, to possibly pay for some kind of like video call platform subscription to do these kinds of workshops and more, because I have so many ideas I want to do, but I can't because I don't have the money to do the thing, you know? The circle of capitalism. Yeah, and just being able to put more money back into things I create, and be able to thank people who help me out and like do stuff for free, or have done or do guest blog posts and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm very chuffed to say it in the most British way possible. I'm real chuffed that, you know, I'm near enough getting towards 55k. I'm nearly at my 60k aim. I'm very close to being finished with the whole thing. There's a few scenes near the end that I want to carry on, and then also, who knows, whenever I go to pitching and stuff like that, you know, maybe things will change, maybe there'll be more scenes added, things moved around a bit that would make it even longer, who knows. But I am just really pleased that after like seven years, maybe more, this book is basically finally nearing its final form, and it feels kind of weird, but at least I have 2 other books as well that are in my brain, and then also a poetry collection that's half started. So I always have a million projects, my dude. It's the ADHD. It's the ADHD. So yeah, that's how we're going. That's how it is right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was interesting. Yeah, so I'm gonna go. I've got my fingers crossed for a few things I've been applying for. Send all the vibes, and I'll see you next week. Bye.